Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. I'm a little silly about this. I should be alt-tabbing and pressing the button to spin the magic wheel of, please game, tell me what character to play as today. Cultists and BCDD20T. Well, okay, here's the spoilers. I don't want to play BCDD20T, and here's another spoiler. I don't really want to play as a cultist because I don't know how that's going to mess up my save file right now. So instead, we're going to play as the convict because why not? But I need to play multiplayer at some point and then actually, get this cultist stuff unlocked for the save file properly. Oh no, where'd you go? Oh, we can't play as a cultist anyways. They've disappeared into the void. I'm trying to think. Do I want to do like a moded run? D20, rainbow, turbo is just always on. Blessed mode is like whatever. Now let's just do a normal run. This is one of those days of Gungeon where I really just don't have any particular thing in mind. I don't even necessarily want to do like a warm-up run because this is day 2 in a row of streaming Gungeon. You almost dropped that damn thing on my head. This for me is just a day of, well, I just want to talk, really. I just want somebody to talk to. That's it. That's all. Why doesn't anyone want to talk to me? So I will follow GT Cork's recommendation and just talk about the weather, which, actually, no joke, is kind of atrocious right now. The wind is howling, it is absolutely freezing. If I lose power, that's why. Lady Aranine, welcome, hello. Thank you for the resubscription. Lady Aranine was playing Factorio last night. I had to go alt-tab to actually look that up. And every time I see her playing Factorio, I'm like, one of these days I gotta play some more multiplayer stuff. I keep talking about it and then not doing it. Ooh, red chest, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. This is a very fast floor. Red chest, shop, water deposit done. I don't know why it stopped. I think I just walked in front of it. Lady Aranine says, you can join us, Abe. Oh, you're playing a multiplayer Factorio run of your own, huh? Very interesting. I really do have to, actually do some multiplayer stuff. I keep talking about playing games with mud all the damn time, and then I never do it because I'm a lazy bastard. Factorio would be a lot of fun to jump into, though. I worry, though, about jumping into a Factorio game and everyone being like, all right, I got nuclear set up, and I'm like, what the heck? I'm trying to remember how to build a smelter. Please die. Thank you. These guys are just very annoying. There it is. Like most things in Enter the Gungeon, not necessarily hard, just annoying. Actually, that's more like life, not just Gungeon, isn't it? Anyways, yes, the weather. The weather is absolutely atrocious. It is absolutely freezing out. The wind has been howling so much that the house has been shaking. Normally, wind by itself does not cause us to lose power, but if it does happen, this run might be cut short. Hopefully it doesn't, because it does seem actually, as I'm talking, that it's dying down a little bit, but you never know. You never know. We shall see, however. Oh, it's freaking you again. I'll take it and we'll sell it later. Basically, I say that this is just a curse that you have to take in order to get money later. That's how I view finished gun, because I don't want to use it. Do we have extra keys? We do not. So we're not necessarily gonna be able to open up that red chest. It's not black, it's red. So I'm not forced to, as far as my own rules go. Let's see how we do this fight here. We know what it is. It's freaking Bullet King. You know what? We're gonna do this. That'll kill your Chancellor buddy. Your Chancellor buddy. I mean, he's the one with the knife. Doing the king's bidding. You know what would be a cool little synergy if you had charming rounds. You could charm the Chancellor into stabbing the king in the back, and that's how you can kill him instantly. You know, screw Casey hitting the Chancellor into the king. Just have charming rounds do it. Instantly kill the boss. Get stabbed in the back. Becomes the new king, and then on the next floor you have to fight him. I must tie up all of my loose ends. Boss title card, the Chancellor. He killed the king. All we need to do is somehow convince Dodgerel to do another update. Another update or DLC. Anyone have any ideas how to do that? Well, I will take my ammo and we will leave. But we do have tons of keys. And with tons of keys, we can open these and hopefully get some items out of these chests. Healing. Healing. I know there's like a consideration for the, I guess we'll probably just go down to 0 keys first. There's a consideration for magnificence. Don't pick up the item, and then maybe you have a better chance of getting a higher quality item in the future, but I don't care too much about that. What I actually like about this is that now I can maybe get more money from a vampire lady, or I could get cigarettes and then we can smoke. You know, I like that there are some minor but possible synergies off of just having the healing item, so why not give it a go? It's not fantastic on its own, but we might be able to find some synergies that really make this shine. Now, we do lose out on a rather good item. Being able to light enemies on fire is pretty sick. Why are all these bullets so slow? I have slower enemy bullets. God, at this point, it's not even funny anymore. I think I actually have like a mental problem. I forget things as soon as I open my mouth and close my mouth or shut my mouth or, goodness gracious. It's becoming a problem on these Gungeon runs. Wow, bullets are going really slowly. What could possibly be causing that problem? I don't know, but I like it. Yeah, okay, well, freaking dumbass. I'm talking to myself on that one. All right, yeah, but slower enemy bullets is pretty good. There's a few things, oh God, that we do need to keep in mind. A few enemy attacks are gonna be a little bit more difficult just due to the fact that they are designed around everything moving at a certain speed. I'm talking about you, Dragon. But this is still quite good, as you can no doubt expect. I would love to get rid of this curse though. On the bright side, we're getting a lot of cash by killing all these jammed enemies. On the negative side, they're all jammed. Pineapple Fan 420, welcome. I'm so sad they're not getting any more updates. I joined right at the end, and I had so much fun, but it got too stale for me. Gungeon? I mean, anytime you play a roguelite, at some point, yes, at some point, you will be experiencing all the content. Happens in Isaac, happens in Spire, happens in Monster Train, happens in FTL, happens in all these games. But really, it's just, you get the enjoyment you get out of it, you know? If you want to keep playing it, go ahead. I'm still playing Gungeon. There's a reason why a lot of my playlists up on YouTube are games that have hundreds of episodes in them, because I like the games that I play. Revamped Zombie, welcome. Is slower bullets a random thing? I was playing earlier and I thought they were slow, but when I end up watching Gungeon, I watch videos at 1.5x speed. Well, then I should talk at 0.66x speed so that it sounds normal when you watch a little bit faster. I like where your head's at though, where you train yourself by watching the game at a fast speed so that when you actually play yourself, everything seems slower. I like that idea. You're you know, a hockey player playing with a parachute on your back. But no, slower enemy bullets is not a random thing. It's specifically tied to certain items, and I have one of those items. And these slower enemy bullets is just a nice quality thing to have. Although, Revamped Zombie, I don't know if you might be thinking of something like Turbo Mode. Turbo Mode is just an alt game mode that makes everything faster. So if you watch other people play, or if you play yourself, that's why you might sense a speed difference. I watch faster because most people talk slow. Well, then I gotta talk really fast, and that way you're actually unable to watch it at 1.5x speed because it's gonna be too fast and you can't actually hear anything that I'm saying. I actually cannot talk that fast. If I try to talk that fast, I will trip over my own words to such an absurd degree. No one, not even me, will know what I'm saying. Okay, this is an interesting floor. I'm gonna open the... We need to save a key. Is there a key here in the shop? There is a key. Okay, we're gonna buy the key. I'm gonna open the green chest. If it's a gun, I might... It's not, it's faster bullets for me, so that'll throw you off even more. I might have considered gun munching the finished gun with whatever we got, but I tell you what, I'm gonna gun munch finished gun, and I'm gonna gun munch the shotgun. So whatever we get out of this is our gun. It's a blue quality gun, but it is still okay. We'll get a little bit more money to pay for that, I think. It's not half bad. Could certainly be better, but it's better than, well, it's not better than finished gun, but it is better than the sawed-off shotgun. Can your mind keep up with it, though? My mind could not keep up with my own mouth. I think that's half the problem. I speak first and I think about it later. Ooh, I should not have said that. That is terribly inappropriate. You don't want to know how much of these videos get cut out when they go up on YouTube. I kid. I'm actually like a really nice guy, I hope. I think I am. Not in like, you know, nice guys material, but, you know, a nice guy. Maybe you should have waited for the boss fight to be finished just in case it had some water gun. We don't really care about a water gun. You dead? You dead. All right. Well, we have plenty of keys. Oh, I got a freaking jetpack, huh? Well, we could do a no dodge roll run, but I've been dodge rolling up to this point. No, what we want is we want to buy one more level of YV, and then I think we're out. Tree Jam says, nice guys, don't kill slimes that just want a hug. Aww. Cork says, I will say Abe and chat have been super welcoming and nice for the time I've been around. Yeah, because you're a girl. I kid! I had to make the joke though. Because if I didn't, no one else would. I'm gonna be honest though, I think I only know the genders of like 3 people in chat. I think I know Quark, Mud, Disposable, and then I think Names Taken 3. Quark says, all right, I'm out. Can't really buy anything else, can we? No. I don't think we're good. Let's go. We have the old crest, good. And the only thing I make fun of for Quark is, it's not even making fun of her, but she's a scientist. So, you know, something science is making me pissed, etc., etc. You played in voice with other folks as GT Quark. Oh my god, you're right, and now I'm embarrassed. So I definitely know Mother of Zurg, Segus Jr., Agrocrysia, Brendan Toad, what is his name? I remember it. I just have to think of it. Twig Breaker and Bronx Bomber. I remember them now. And then also other people that, you know, don't actually get named that frequently in these runs, like Baze. Agrocrysia says, hi, it is me. Agrocrysia, aka Garbage Girl. You're the best, Chrysia. I hope you know I love you. And wish you played more Isaac. But understand completely the nature of not having enough time to play video games for the internet. Are you family friendly, asks Pineapple Fan. I am friendly to families. Does that answer your question? I think I've done a pretty good job of like ceasing any sort of like general cursing in runs or anything like that. I don't curse. I actually don't. I don't really curse in real life either. These videos are PG. Not G, because I mean there is cartoon video game bullet on bullet violence here, but would you say a bad word? Maybe. For money? Oh, this is not a item room. I thought there was gonna be 2 item rooms, one after another. And I was gonna be very confused because that only happens on the 4th chamber. This is just one of those weird situations where I accidentally went the correct direction in order to find a chest first. Mud says, my kids have watched Abe before. Oh, so your kids are like, wow, my dad is a real big freaking nerd. You've lost your street creds with your kid watching Abe Clancy. He says, I'm gonna cry from happiness. From what, me? Is that a good thing? Pop is from Nuclear Throne, right? Yes, revamped zombie. Pop, aka YV, that is a Nuclear Throne thing, which is actually not Nuclear Throne. Vlambeer first made the game called Gun Gods, which featured YV, who then got not ported into, but then added into Nuclear Throne as a character. So if you want to be technical, it's Gun Gods, then Nuclear Throne. What does your active item do? So our active item right now is useless. It's a heal. You might notice I'm not really taking a whole bunch of damage to make this useful. In theory, there are ways we could use this heal to gain resources like money or coolness or stats. In practice, we seem to have a hard time enabling that because we have to get specific items or NPCs to show up. I'm just holding it because it's either this or the Molotov, and so we might as well do this, right? Might as well use this. Use it. Let's open this. Gilded bullets. Wow, got some very good upgrades. I don't really want to buy anything. And we can't afford the rat key on this one. At least I have another gun, I suppose. Sure, let's fight the boss. Blunderbuss starting pistol, floor 2. I feel like I've done an accidental run where I haven't even gone to the oubliette on this one. We just have so few of anything. But it could be worse than Blunderbuss. And really, the reason why I don't feel strong on this run is because we have passives and not a lot of guns. Normally you want to have guns first and your passives later. This is a weird run where we've done the opposite. We picked up passives first and now we just want guns. Very simple fight, just always be moving little tiny bits at a time. And you're out of range and you're dead. Ooh. This is an interesting one. The Ring of the Rat. You can utilize this for a little bit of re-rolling later. We can dude, clone run, clone run, clone run? We can re-roll the rat thing, and by thing I mean, not the rat thing, we can re-roll with the rat thing, the bullet, there you go. Oh my God, I couldn't remember the name of that freaking item. So we can get that re-rolled late in our run. What do we want right now? I could buy 2 keys or Luxon Cannon. I'm gonna buy the Luxon Cannon. I need a gun. With 2 keys, we can open up all of the chests on the next floor. So let's go. Pineapple Fan also asks, have you ever found the Dragon Gun room? I have found it, I think, twice on my other save file, 0 times on this save file. The Advanced Dragonfire is a rare gun, isn't it? Because you specifically have to find that one super rare secret room. Excuse me, thank you. Blunderbuss is not bad. We have a couple of upgrades for it as well in the form of rocket bullets and gilded bullets, although we will basically have no money. But it is, could be a lot worse. Like the master. Hold on, Revamp Zombie says, I've heard to pay close attention to the wiki a lot for this game, as the community has been great for uncovering, documenting things like the Master Bullet thing. I don't know what Master Bullet thing means. Is that like an ARG? I don't know why I panicked. You wanna know what it is? In my head, I'm like, oh God, I'm in an FPS. That was the panic I do whenever I'm playing an FPS and I have to shoot someone quickly. I'm a lot more at home in Gungeon, aren't I? Oh, Jesus. Ammo Shrine, maybe. It actually would not be the worst idea, because with the Ammo Shrine we could get, that's why rate of fire so good too. With the Ammo Shrine we can get a little bit of curse to get a little bit more money if we think it necessary. And that is a good gun. I feel like I have a rate of fire bonus from something. I don't know what. I feel just a little confused is how I feel right now. Like, why does this run feel better than it actually is? You know, this is actually a blunderbuss situation. Just push him into the pit. Didn't say if I was right or not. You wish to know all-powerful pineapple's gender. I didn't see that comment. Yes, we want Little Bomber. I suppose the answer is it doesn't matter. Boy, girl, or anything in between, as long as you watch, I get money. Only if you watch with an ad blocker, though. So, you know, turn off that ad blocker. I don't use an ad blocker on YouTube. I don't use it on Twitch either, but it doesn't work on Twitch. I would consider using an ad blocker on Twitch just because of the fact that I hate when the stream gets interrupted for an ad in the middle of the live content. You know, at least on YouTube, if there's an ad break, whatever, the video pauses, who cares? When it happens on Twitch, it's like, okay, I now don't have the ability to go back in time and watch what just happened. There's no instant rewind. But no, I don't watch YouTube with an ad block. I figure half the time when I'm watching YouTube, I'm gonna put watching in air quotes here because I don't really watch. I just kind of have it running as noise in the background. Occasionally I glance over and see what's happening, but in a lot of situations I'm just doing my own thing, getting work done, and kind of just listening along. That doesn't always work, of course, because sometimes you do need to pay attention to what's actually happening if you want to stay informed of what's happening in the video, but I mean, this Gungeon run, for instance, you don't have to watch. You can just listen. You could minimize the window, and then you would be able to tell what was happening. Like, oh, he's using Luxon Cannon. I can tell. I can hear it. You could try to listen, blindfolded, to see if you can tell what's happening in the game. Close your eyes and picture that look on Brother Alburn's face when I tell him the truth. Open up the chest and then get Gungeon Blueprint and Lichy Trigger Fingers. No, it's actually Heavy Boots and Fat Bullets, which are really good. So I'm very happy about this. Get Science Cannon. I will probably open the other chest. In fact, I will get Angry Bullets, which is actually really bad, and it's actually so bad that we're probably gonna drop it because I wanna get the little bomber to get money in order to get more powerful. So we'll take little bomber, I will dump Angry Bullets. It just doesn't seem like it's what I want. Actually, you know, if I dump Angry Bullets, the rat's gonna take it. I don't want the rat to take it. So, is there a pit I can dump it in? I gotta go pit hunting. I think there's a pit up in this room. Yeah, okay. So, do we want to, yeah, I think we want to dump it. Because I don't, it's just like it's a blue level item, right? Maybe it was green, I don't know. But I don't want it because I want my little bomber shots to explode on impact. That's how we're gonna do a lot of our damage here. Oh my God, they're so huge. They're huge and incredibly fast. I love it. Slower enemy bullets might make Old King a little harder to dodge at times, but overall it's a positive, so I am gonna keep it. That extra, like, quarter second enabling me to think about my dodge helps me to avoid more damage than I take due to everything having a slightly different timing. And we are gonna get freaking loaded after this fight. We're gonna run out of ammo in this gun very quickly too. It's not even gonna come close to killing him. That's not the point. Thank you, YV. The point of using this gun right now is just to get cash. Thank you, YV. Now, it's unfortunate that we have the money-generating synergy too late to utilize it for YV. You know, if we had this on the last floor, we could have picked up, you know, another 5 levels of YV or something. But that's okay. Don't panic. Good. I mean, this is also just a good gun to use for the fight. The explosions help you quite a lot to break those bullets. I think we're actually gonna kill him with this gun too. I didn't think it possible, but our damage is good enough. We're actually getting like a few YV shots now. We weren't getting them early in the fight, I think. Also, a couple of things to remember about ye old king fight is that when you have slower enemy bullets, his timings are slightly different from how they would normally be. Something I forgot about and then just remembered. All right. 209 freaking credits. Helix. A great looking gun. And then ammo. We're gonna take ammo for the JK, I think. I will buy the key. I will open the chest. This is why we didn't worry about buying the key immediately, because we knew we were gonna have enough money for it. If we bought the other thing. You know, the other thing. And glass cannon, which is absolutely going to wreck bosses from here on out. We've got a great run. This is a fantastic run. I actually feel like we can totally dump Flash Ray, and I'm also going to dump the Science Cannon. We just don't need them. We don't need them. We don't need Flash Ray because we have multiple guns that are better at room killing. We don't need Science Cannon, I don't think. It's not a very good gun. And we have boss killers. We have Helix and Glass Cannon. We have all of our needs covered. What a weird sound. Oh, there it is again. And we have some great damage output. The other thing that we can do, oh, perfect, is keep using the little bomber and get even more cash. I mean, with our damage bonuses, this is still good enough to get kills in one shot, so like, why not use it? Bad shot. Don't have to use it all the time. Okay, well, that missed. But if there's no reason to use anything else, toss out a little bomber shot. Get a little bit more gold to buff your damage for the future. I really just don't know if there's anything even up there. I can't see anything. Hello. Fat, fast bullets with a little bit of YV to boot. I like it. Disposable welcome, what's the challenge? There is no challenge. It is just a run. Look at these freaking, like, beans I'm firing out of this gun. Why beans? I don't know, they just didn't look like bullets. There's no challenge on this run, it is just a run. I don't want to do a challenge. Yesterday I needed the warm-up, and today it's like, you know what, I want to play Gungeon. Gungeon, the way it was meant to be played. I do love breaking their bullets right when they summon. Thank you. I mean, two-shotting a ghost while it's being buffed, that's pretty good damage. Even like killing the bulletkin with the indirect shot, I'm trying to think. I don't think the explosion is being affected by our damage upgrades, but there's always the possibility that it is, and I've been completely mistaken about that in the past. But our damage is just solid. Use the table. Okay, you almost touched me. I don't know how he didn't. I almost walked into him. I like you trying to summon enemies and then just barely living on your own. Disposable says, I'm still curious to see how long a Cursed Bullet, Silver Bullets, Hero Shrine run of the starting pistol would be viable. I think that would be a very, I think it'd be an easy run. I'm trying to think. Okay, more money. I think if you started a run with Cursed Bullets and Blessed Bullets and you had to use your starting pistol for the whole run, I think that run would be easy. Oh, I got a lot of ammo now. I think that run would be pretty easy because the amount of jammed enemies you're gonna be killing is really gonna buff the damage of your starting pistol quite significantly, I feel. Mother of Zerg, welcome. Of course, I wouldn't know without actually doing the challenge, but that's my immediate thought. Strafe gun. It is a black level gun, but again, it fires explosions, which I don't think are affected by our damage bonuses, so it doesn't seem fantastic. Although we could re-roll it and maybe get something better. Like, I don't think we need to re-roll and try to find a better gun out of that or anything. I will buy the key. I will open up the best chest we have. Just more HP. Not what I wanted. That's okay. Let us grab glass cannon. Glass cannon is gonna just shred, by the way. This is gonna be like a 4-shot boss fight. It's gonna be a little more than 4 shots. There you go. Jammerlanga, welcome. I think I'm late. How are you, Abe? I'm doing all right, and it's good to see you. You're a little late, but we're just having a normal Gungeon run here. You know, just a classic infinity gold gilded bullets, fat bullets, glass cannon YV run. Nothing to worry about, really. Just, you know, the same old around here in these parts. Partner. Junkin? We had Junkin last run. Probably not gonna have him 2 runs in a row. Let's get the heck out of here, I guess. You know what? Buy me a glass cannon. And by glass cannon, I mean glass guanstone. Zifa asks, what is YV? YV, aka Young Venus, is the triangle man with a golden gun at his side. He is the gun god, and in Enter the Gungeon, he blesses you with a chance of firing additional bullets. So sometimes you're gonna see me fire my gun here, and it's gonna fire like up to 4 bombs at once. Let's see if we can get it. 1. It doesn't happen every time. 1. Okay, you know what? Just keep an eye open for it. But anytime you see it fire more than 1 bomb at a time, that is YV blessing us with the power of bullets. For being a gun god, all he's doing is making more bullets. He should be more of a bullet god. But there already exists bullet god. It's called LJ. Or is he just the lord of the jammed and not all of the bullets? Look, I don't understand. Crescental, welcome. Crescent, welcome. Been debating whether I should pre-order Endless Dungeon or not. I need to look up a little bit more regarding Endless Dungeon and how it's going to be a sequel to Dungeon of the Endless. But I loved Dungeon of the Endless. And I like Amplitude's, we got 2 bombs on that one. I love Amplitude's games. They have such a great focus on design and in particular UI in their games. It's actually phenomenal. I might see if I can get a code though. But if I don't, I will probably buy it. I'm probably not gonna pre-order it because I don't believe in pre-ordering. You don't need to pre-order digital goods, so don't. But I might just pick it up when it releases. Why is my YV explosions not working correctly? Are the bombs hitting the Guan stones and breaking or something? You know, we've already started using this. I feel like I'm getting a weird effect out of YV that's making my bombs just kind of explode improperly, but I don't know. Quite a few red flags with the title, says Crescent. I haven't heard of anything. Maybe I should look up a little bit more about ye old Endlessing Dungeons. Endlessing, I can't even say it now. Endlessly dungeoning. Wow. But they usually make some pretty good games. With again, with a huge focus on UI and visual quality. Ye roar, welcome. Ye roar, Jenkins. I don't know why that came to mind all of a sudden. I hope you're doing well. You know what? Just freaking. Okay, I broke it. It's not like we could open it anyways. I forgot about the whole YV thing that could possibly pop there. Uh-oh. Once again, we're out of ammo, but we have nearly 500 bucks, so we're almost at the damage cap. And Scipio Scion, welcome. How you doing? I have a hard time pronouncing some people's names. Zegas Jr., welcome. Chat help, I'm playing VS again. Why though? There's so many better games you could be playing, like Gungeon. Magic bullets. I don't think magic bullets is that good. Oh, I definitely think, you know what? I was gonna say the rocket. We don't need the rocket. We have glass cannon. So I think you take nothing from the shop. We have no keys, so let's buy one and see what we get out of this chest. Dude, Gunzang is quite nice. And you know what? Give me the curse for whatever this is too. Lament configure him. Okay. Hold on, it also gives us a synergy? I gotta look. What is the synergy? Heart-shaped box. It doesn't hurt us anymore. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I am realizing a couple of minor issues. One issue is that the rat is gonna transform an active item into an active item, which we don't want. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use it. We're gonna murder this wave. And then I am going to go into my mod options here and just turn everything on because I forgot to do this earlier. Just ignore what you're seeing on the screen right now. If you're worried, don't worry about it at all. I need to teleport, drop Lament configure him, teleport back, grab this, teleport back, stop the rat from grabbing this, then grab it, then run, then stop the rat from taking the item. Okay. Because after the boss fight is where we're gonna get the cell creep, so I wanna save this to sell it there. We will fight the boss, and we've got glass cannon ready to go. Slower enemy bullets generally makes this a much easier fight. Probably should have been hit there. I will blank pop. It healed us, technically, so we didn't lose any HP on that one. Picked up a life orb. Life orb, life orb, life orb, life orb. Okay, we're gonna teleport over here. Gonna teleport here. Drop this, teleport back, stop the rat from stealing this, teleport back to the exit, stop the rat from stealing this, walk in here, sell this, grab this. We got the money out of it, okay. Took a little bit of babysitting, but there we go. And now we can sell other things, like we don't need blunderbuss. I love my Guan stones, we're not gonna sell those. I think I like selling iron boots because I'm gonna forget that I have them in all likelihood. Oh, we can definitely sell life orb, get that out of here. I think we probably sell frost giant, but it is a freeze enabler, so why don't we hold on to that? And then we will break some chests. What do we get out of this one? This gave us Lament, right? Is this gonna be a passive? Oh crap, I forget. No, it's gonna be a gun. You know, that's fine. Their Nunu says now clone would be nice. Due to Lament, well, we have a chance of getting it out of Lament, but then also we still can re-roll the... I don't wanna keep this gun. We can still re-roll the bullet that can kill the pass, and we're gonna re-roll that to see what we get out of it, of course. I think we're ready to go. I don't wanna do a bonus floor, I don't care. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah? Any more Guan stones? No. Okay. All right, Crescentental says, I played the open dev for Endless Dungeon. From what I could tell, they're kind of struggling with the switch from 2D to 3D. Interesting. And then few heroes currently. I mean, I don't care if they don't have a whole bunch of heroes on launch, as long as they support and add new stuff to it, I'm totally fine with that. That's interesting though. Struggling turning it from 2D to 3D. I guess it probably still plays the same, right? It's just the animation, the modeling, and the world is being presented in a 3D in a 3D projection instead of a 2D projection, right? It is interesting, actually. I mean, I know plenty of people who didn't like Risk of Rain's transition from 2D to 3D. Personally, I think that it helped the gameplay overall. I guess some of it is going to be, you know, personal preference. Do people prefer to have a 2D or a 3D game? But for Risk of Rain, I think it changes the gameplay being in 3D. I didn't play the open dev for Endless Dungeon, but I'm anticipating that the gameplay is going to be the same, right? Like Darkest Dungeon. You know, if Darkest Dungeon is going to 3D for Darkest Dungeon 2, but the gameplay is going to be the same. You know, going from 2D to 3D doesn't change how the player plays the game, it just changes the animations and the models and texturing and stuff like that, right? It might not be visually what people want. And that's what I would be focused on, I think. I would be focused way more on the actual gameplay. You know, I don't think changing it from 2D to 3D is gonna change the gameplay, and I like the gameplay from Endless Dungeon. It just needs to be way better balanced and whatnot. So I'm hoping that it's gonna be a great little sequel here. That was an annoying suite of enemies. They did change the gameplay significantly too, since they introduced shooter elements and pathfighting to abuse the AI. So like you can control the characters instead of just having them be automatic. Honestly, here's the thing, I also kind of like that idea. You want to know why? I played a game a while back. I did a Let's Look at it up on YouTube. It was called... crap. I forget what it was called. That's how much I don't care about it. It touted itself as being like a roguelite tower defense game. But in my opinion, the best genre melding tower defense game is Sanctum. Sanctum is tower defense, but you also control a character who can run around and shoot things. I think it totally fits the tower defense gameplay to you be a character running around and also shooting with your towers, because in effect, the player just becomes a mobile tower, and you're a little bit more engaged in the moment-to-moment gameplay when the waves are upon you, right? So I find that Sanctum is a wonderful, yes, genre melder between a first-person game and a tower defense game. Now, Dungeon of the Endless is kind of a tower defense game. It's a tower defense roguelite. You explore a dungeon, you place down traps, and you stop waves of enemies from getting to your dungeon heart while you look for the exit, and you do that floor after floor after floor. So, making the player have a little bit more agency by allowing you to control a hero walking around the dungeon shooting enemies, in my head, makes it feel like that's gonna be totally fine. That seems appropriate. It turns the player into a mobile tower, a powerful tower, but still just one part of your defenses. It's a little bit more engaging than just, you know, watching the enemies walk through your towers getting shot at. So hearing that you actually do get to control a hero, if that's what it is, actually makes me even more interested in Endless Dungeon. The names get a little bit confusing. Dungeon of the Endless is the first game. Endless Dungeon is gonna be the second game, is gonna be the sequel game. But yeah, being able to control a unit, that makes me quite interested in it, actually. Because I think that's way more interesting than just, you know, putting down your turrets and then just watching everything happen. You are engaged. Speed up. So yeah, that's quite interesting. I did not do this. Buy chamber gun and use it on floor 6, says Cooper Creeper. We could, but we gotta do this first. We gotta do bullet shenanigans. But yeah, I think that Sanctum quad ammo is so good. I really want quad ammo in all my guns. I'm gonna gun munch. What I need is I need to find the other chest, and if the other chest is a black chest, we're gonna be incredibly happy. Clone. That's the thing though, is like we could get a clone, or we could get freaking quad ammo, or we could hold on to quad ammo for a while and then get clone later. Like we could do the lich floor, and then at the end of the lich floor, then we say to ourselves, okay, now it's time to clone. Or try to get clone. Or maybe we'll get another black level item out of this, you know? No reason to re-roll that item again, I don't think. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. I will grab Luxon Cannon ammo. And now, oh dude, the spray and pray is real. Excuse me. Oh, more ammo! It's so good! And actually, even that alone kind of proves that the decision to keep that bandana was correct. Because the partial ammo drop spread across all guns is now basically equivalent to a full refill of all guns, with the amount of ammo that we had anyways. That is an easy decision to make. Quad ammo is lovely. Although I do not know where any of the secret rooms are, unfortunately. I remember the name of the game, Rogue Star Rescue. I did a Let's Look at of it, and I was quite critical of it because it just didn't feel like a good game at all. And I'm gonna tell you why. I've talked about this before, and I know, and I apologize, but the reason why I didn't like it is because the tower defense and the roguelite elements of the game never melded. It didn't matter that it was a tower defense game when you're wandering around a dungeon looking for items. It didn't matter that it was a roguelite dungeon crawler when you were stuck in a room doing tower defense for one room. It was two different games shoved into one package and then sold as something that was unique and amazing, when in actuality it was just not very interesting at all. And it blatantly stole a lot from Enter the Gungeon, and I cannot forgive that. Luxon Cannon is way more efficient than any green chest gun, says Ye Roar. Mega Hand, Heroin. I beg to differ, but you are pretty much correct. It is extremely great. But there's always some guns in the higher quality chests that are better. Not all. Luxon Cannon is just satisfying though. We got another t-shirt gun. That dresser is huge! God damn. It's freaking huge! What'd it steal from Enter the Gungeon? The entire synergy system. You pick up 2 shotguns, an arrow over your head lights up, and you get a double shotgun synergy. Like, the whole mechanic, I feel like, was just lifted directly from Gungeon. To be fair, you know, I'm not going to risk being sued. I will say what could have happened and what probably happened was Gungeon came out, people played it, people liked it, people thought that there should be more synergies, like bespoke synergies between items, suggested that items could give you synergies, and other games started thinking about that. Specifically, Roguestar Rescue probably thought about that and said, hey, that's a good idea, let's do that. That's probably what happened. Alternatively, they could have just seen the synergy system and been like, yeah, that's what we want. But it does feel just completely lifted. Crescentental says, speaking of Enter the Gungeon, I've always felt this game was somewhat poor in terms of balance. Like chests? The chests aren't meant to be balanced. A blue chest is not always gonna be better than a brown chest, and a green chest is not always gonna be better than a blue chest. There's always gonna be certain items that are just, you know, powerful. Happens in all these games, you know? It happens in FTL. It happens in Spire, Monster Train. It happens in Hades. It happens in Wizard of Legend, Enter the Gungeon, The Binding of Isaac. What other games have I played recently? It happens in all of them. Chamber gun? I don't want to cheese chamber gun. I want to just like shoot my guns. Like I know chamber gun is good, but like it's too good. The chain gun in Bullet Hell makes the game too easy. I instead will use my like double damage fat bullet Luxon cannon instead. How's that? I really just didn't find a secret room. Okay, well, let's get out of here. Spillsable says that's not a dresser, that's a whole damn dressing room. It's a dresser in a room. It's as large as a room. It's a dresser room. This joke is bad. Bad joke, feel bad. So there's another reason why I'm not doing rat rerolling right now, is because we have Lament Configurum, we could get worse items in Lament Configurum to reroll. Like, I love having quad ammo. Maybe we'll get the Gungeon blueprint, we can just pick it up, drop it, and then, you know, swap that. I don't know if Magnificence affects Lament Configurum, honestly. Like, if you have a black item, does it make it less likely you're gonna get other black items? I don't know. Like, in general in Gungeon, I think it does, but as far as Lament, I don't know. I don't know. Excuse me. Crescentental says, Gungeon has some straight up stat checking bosses and enemies, whereas something like Hades will still whoop you on max heat. Will still whoop you on max heat. Has anyone even beat Hades on max heat? I don't think anyone's ever beaten the game on maximum heat level. But also, there's nothing in Gungeon that is a stat check. And it's actually one of the reasons why I really like Gungeon as opposed to something like Isaac. You could have a poor run in Gungeon and still win if you're good enough. Because, oh my god, it is so windy out. Literally every boss in this game can be beaten with your starting pistol and basic stats. I've almost done it. I got to the dragon the last time I tried it, and it was like 2 years ago. It just requires, it's like soul level 1ing Dark Souls. You can do it, you just need to be really good about gameplay knowledge and boss patterns and timings and stuff like that. You just gotta be good. Hold on, Zifa says, I think Hades' record is 63 hit. Segus Jr. says, I think a TAS did it. 64 heat has never been done by a player. 64 heat, I believe, is all of them. I had a hard time doing like 30 heat back when I was playing Hades. I did 30 and I was like, you know what, this is good. I'm fine. I don't need more. I don't need more levels of this. I hate the elites already. I can appreciate games that give you that sort of infinitely scaling difficulty for the truly obscene players. Scourgebringer kind of has something, well, it has exactly that mechanic. It has a Pact of Punishment. One day I should play more of that game. I keep talking about it, but... well, I haven't talked about it recently, but when runs take... we should be using this. You know, an hour and a half. It doesn't really become a 30-minute roguelite, which is what I originally wanted it to be for me. Get out of the way! Freaking jerk almost killed me. Thank you. Usually people who complain about bad runs are bad, saying you can win with starting weapons if you're good misses the point. What's the point then? Because the point that I'm trying to make is that Gungeon actually doesn't have stat checking bosses. Isaac kind of does. You know, if you're having a bad run and you fight like on the first floor, Eden start, bad stats, you're fighting like the Husk and he's just summoning flies that you're having a hard time killing. You know, that's kind of a bit of a stat check boss. Gungeon lacks that. The only stat check boss in the entire game is Wallmonger, and that's just more of a Easter egg than it is an actual like core mechanic for the game. That could be removed and it wouldn't change anything. The point is that Gungeon is not accessible to bad players, except it totally is, because you can get carried, and I think that's why having good items in badder chests actually makes it a little bit more accessible, because you can have a run where you just get like a mega hand or a heroin and then, or a super meat gun, or, you know, you get just like a kind of common but good item and you're like, wow, this is actually really good. That little edge from a gun that's a little bit better than average is helping me get further. You know, like normally I'm using the Judge, but now I'm using a Mega Hand and I'm actually making it through a floor that previously was kind of difficult. And then you kind of realize in your head, wait a minute, is the only thing different about this run that I have a good gun, or that I'm just feeling confident and or playing a little bit differently? And then you can kind of turn that into a little bit more of a learning lesson. And then the next time you come across that floor, you're like, well, I did this with Mega Hand, let's just recreate that with the guns that we have. I just really like Gungeon. Darnunu says Junkin can carry you. Junkin can carry you only up to a point, because you still have to dodge. Yari Launcher trivializes every boss in Gungeon. Yeah, but like, you're not gonna get Yari Launcher every run. At that point, is the point you're trying to say that there should not be any good items? You know, should we get rid of Brimstone or Mom's Knife in Isaac? Like, oh, this makes the game too easy, we can't have this. Because now it seems like what you're saying is that every run should be a struggle, as opposed to some runs can have interesting, cool, powerful items. There's nothing wrong with that. Makes the game fun to have strong runs and strong items. Thank you. Gem says, for some reason I get way further in Isaac than I did in Gungeon. I mean, that's fair. It's a different game. I get further in Gungeon than I do in Isaac. Which is not to say that, you know, I can't win an Isaac run, but it is to say that Isaac still has moments where I struggle in. I don't really struggle in Gungeon. I've solved it. Not another one of you? I guess not. I'm just doing the whole floor at this point for seemingly no reason. I guess in my head the reason is I want to see if I can grab another sick item. And then re-roll it into something even sicker. Come on, there you are. Almost panicked. I don't know why I'm so panicky today. Come on, give me another black item. I guess we did get Shelly Boy. We could also re-roll him, but you know, if we're only fighting the boss, we might as well re-roll the bandana at this point, right? Disposable says, struggle in Isaac is when Tainted lost and no Christian cards. Ah, yes. I remember those runs. We need those Christian trading cards to show up, and they never do. And that's why I win Tainted Lost runs, because I get a lot of Christian cards. I like calling them Christian cards. Ring of Triggers, huh? All right, well that's pretty bad. Demonic Lettuce says, I say the floor 1 boss is the first skill check for new players in Gungeon. You need to adapt your beginner knowledge to fight something that to a new player is a difficult challenge. I mean, that's totally understandable. And again, like in my head, I'm trying to rephrase what you're saying. I'm not trying to be like mean about it or anything, but if I rephrase what you're saying, the first boss is a skill check basically says, you can't steamroll the first boss. Well, yeah, of course the first boss is going to be a skill check. It's the first boss. You gotta get good at it. People are gonna die to, you know, the slime boss in Slay the Spire until they learn how to defeat it. People are gonna, you know, die to Daedalus and Monster Train if they try to put the Senshi in, you know, behind their damage dealers. People get freaking skill checked at Godric. I should have re-rolled my items. Why am I not re-rolling my items? I tell you what, I will do that after this fight. I have 200 hours and I still hate Gatling Gulsa's Strawberry Bandit. I still hate Trigger Twins. Trigger Twins pisses me off to no end. All right, I forgot to re-roll. We will re-roll. Soldier of Godric, yeah. Oh, no, it wasn't Godric. It's Margot. Sorry, that guy is who I meant. Okay. This is gonna screw up the, oh, it's not gonna screw up the UI. Oh, come on. That's fine, we can still do it. Drop ammo. Who's Morgott again, the Omen? Yeah, basically. Seven-leaf clover. Are you hacking? I'm not hacking. I'm just exploiting something in the game. Segus Jr. says, I died 3 times to Godric. Soldier of Godric. I died, Dungeon Blueprint. We can see the secret room. I died to Soldier of Godric a few times. I started a little while ago, I started a new file and I was gonna try to do Soul Level 1 and I died to Godric like 3 times because I was like, why the heck why is this not working? I'm just attacking him and it's not working. I'm reporting you. that's a pretty good item. Unfortunately, we're gonna re-roll it and look for clone. Bum, 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 da, da, da. Oh, there's Shella Key and Shella Boy. We're getting through a lot of black level items. I don't know if this is good or not. We're probably out. Yeah, we're out. Excuse me. That's fine, we tried our best. We tried to cheese the game a little bit and force the game to give me a black level item that would let me continue my game, e.g. clone. It didn't work. That's okay. I did forget to re-roll until just then, but that's fine. Well, that's fine. Also, you're jammed, huh? I must have more curse than I thought. Demonic Lettuce says, literally just praying that Treadnought spawns. Hate Mind Flayer. Mind Flayer can be very annoying. Hey, technically have not been hit yet. I think that once you realize the Mind Flayer's claymores have very specific AIs, it becomes a lot easier. Anyways, there's our run. Technically never took any damage. I did get hit a couple of times at the end there, but I had a protection. It was a good run. Lots of damage. Rat Ring didn't work out, but at least we were playing as not the Paradox, so I was able to re-roll the bullet. Good stuff. Why can I not say this? Crescental. God damn it. Says, jammed Amoconda still haunts me in my nightmares. I still, to this day, stand by the belief that Amoconda is not that bad. But it is the hardest second floor boss. Absolutely. For now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch, or when I go live, support the channel, any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of the Enter the Gungeon.